Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be viewing the new Colourpop Dark Blooms collection. I literally bought the entire collection in here. So it comes with 3 eyeshadow palette, 3 blushes, and 3 lip kits. So you guys want to see what type of looks I create, what my thoughts are on this? Well, then definitely keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, I know I'm gonna get asked about the new Colourpop collaboration with Raw Beauty Kristi. You guys can best believe I will be getting that collection and then some. Oh my God, I'm just so freaking happy for Raw Beauty Kristi. I love her so much. I have told you guys that since the very start of my channel. My very first video here on YouTube, like my introduction, was doing a Raw Beauty Kristi tutorial. I love her so much. And the fact that she's finally doing a Colourpop collaboration, I'm just so beyond happy. And the colors are to die for. So you guys can best believe I'll be getting my hands on that collection. But that's not what today's video is about. It's about the new Colourpop. It's about the new Colourpop Dark Bloom collection. So I saw this rolled out, and typically this type of collection is not something I necessarily gravitate to, but the packaging, my God, the packaging drew me in. I was looking at it going, wow, that is just, it's beautiful. It looks so elegant. So I knew I had to get it. Thank God for Afterpay because it's a lifesaver. So the whole Dark Bloom collection, it does retail for $110 for the entire set, but you do get all 3 eyeshadow palettes. You get the Grandeur eyeshadow palette, you get the Barquet, I don't know how to say the names. I'm not an elegant lady. I'm not a high socialite, not a debutante. I don't know these freaking names. And then you get the Ornate Collection right here. 3 beautiful eyeshadow palettes. Each eyeshadow palette does come with their own set of their lip glosses, which you guys haven't tried the lip glosses. They are absolutely amazing. Not as good as like Luna Beauty. I love Luna Beauty glosses more than anything, but they each come with their own style of lip glosses. Then they each have their own blush as well. Now there's different variations of this collection. So you can buy the entire thing for $110. It currently is out of stock, or you can go for the collections individually. So the Ornate Collection right here, this is sold out, but it does come with its own like little lip kit and blush. Same with the other ones. The Barquet and the Barquet and the Grandeur are still available for purchase. So you could actually buy all 3 eyeshadow palettes if you just want the palettes by itself. That'd be $40 together, but they are currently sold out. Or you can buy this set where you can buy like the whole set right here for $38, or you can buy the palettes individually that are retail for $14 a piece. So most of this is still available for purchase at this moment. So I'll make sure I'll link them down below. Seeing as how there are 3 eyeshadow palettes, I obviously can't do 3 eyeshadow looks on like 2 eyes. So I did pre-film 2 of the eyeshadow looks that I used from 2 of the palettes. I'm gonna save 1 for this video alone, but I want to go ahead and like just show you everything. So the first palette that we have is going to be the Ordnate palette right here. Now I actually did play around with this palette. It is not really my color scheme. I don't really go for like reds at all. I find them to be just a tad bit intimidating because if like reds can really sting the eye, it can go so bad so quick. So I do find reds to be very intimidating, but I do find this palette to be absolutely beautiful. Not my best look by any means, not like my best look at all, but I did still enjoy playing with the palette. Now this is more of a warm tone. It has a beautiful yellow in there that I really enjoy. Same with like a glitter orange. Same with the orange. But I just realized that these are like color schemes that are not necessarily for me, but they are still really beautiful nonetheless. Let me go ahead and show you the swatches of them, and then we'll move on to the next palette. Okay, so here we have the Ornate palette. So the first shade we have is going to be Gilded, Siren, Boheme, Charisma, Fever, Tipsy, Rival, this beautiful shade called Dream, followed by Shh. Now, when I did the eye look, I did start off with the Charisma. I blended it out with Siren, which I think was kind of my mistake. I don't think those 2 really went well together. But when I went to do the halo eye, I put the Boheme on the outside, and then I put the Gilded on the inside. And then I did my under eye with Shush right here. Very gorgeous. I also put the shade Rival right in the inner corner and outer corner. And then I went with the Ornate and then the Gilded right here. I do really like how the final look came out, but I don't think it was like my best look, if that makes any sense. Still a really gorgeous palette, one that I really want to try to challenge myself in because red is something that I really, really do struggle with. But that is the Ornate palette right here. And like I said, these do retail for $14 a piece. So the next palette we have is the Bouquet palette. Now this palette right here, I was actually really, really loving this palette. I think this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I'm living for this shade right here. This shade is called Grand. It is absolutely stunning, beautiful in the eye. I really do like the eye look that I came up with. The packaging on this one alone, I just think is just top notch. I think is truly beautiful, and I had a really good time playing with this palette. I really do like how the final result looked. I think I'm working on the blending. I think I'm getting it down just a bit, but I do like how this one looked for sure. I think it was really, really beautiful and super easy to do. And again, the formula of Colourpop is just on a whole new level. I love Colourpop's formula more than anything. It is such a great, great formula for being, especially for the price point. It's so affordable. But let me go ahead and show you guys the swatches on this palette as well. Here are the swatches on the Bouquet. So here we have the shade Boogie, Ritzy, Babe, Secret, which like this beautiful soft matte with glitter into it, Noble, Etiquette, again a soft matte with glitter. We have Lounge. We have that beautiful, beautiful Grand shade followed by Stunner. I kind of messed up my swatch right here. Now with this eye look, I did start out with the shade Stunner right here on the crease, and then I blended it out with the Boogie shade. Very, very gorgeous. Then the inner and outer corner, I did use the shade Lounge. And then right next to Lounge, I went into the shade Noble, and then I topped it off with Ritzy right here. Again, very beautiful. For the under eye, I did go in with Grand, and oh my God, I was blown away at how beautiful it looks. Like typically whenever you have any sort of like glitter inside a matte shadow, sometimes the glitter doesn't really show up and it just kind of dissipates as you start to blend it out. Not for this one. This one literally just stayed put. It looks so elegant and so beautiful. This had like a complete like etiquette vibe, high society vibe palette, one that I definitely want to play with time and time again. I just love the aesthetics of this palette so much. So beautiful. So that was the Bouquet palette. Moving on, we have the Grandeur palette right here. Now this is more of my color scheme because you do have the oranges and a little bit of the greens with a pressed glitter into the center. Again, it's a very, very gorgeous eyeshadow palette. Now this is the one that I'm going to play with for you guys today because it just looks so pretty. And I figured that I would do some sort of eye look with you guys and not just having you guys see like me just sitting here on the side and whatnot. But let me go ahead and swatch the colors for you on this one, and yeah. Okay, so here we have the swatches here. The very first shade we do have is Velvet, Haas, Dusk, this beautiful lavish color that does have a multi-chrome effect to it. Very, very nice. We do have a pressed glitter. Colourpop's pressed glitters are not really my favorite formula, but it's still beautiful. Then we have Mode, Need, Jolie, and Monaco. Now these two shades right here, again, do have that glitter effect to it. Very, very gorgeous. Super nice. So before we jump into the eyeshadow palettes, we are going to go ahead and look at the lip glosses and the blushes. All right, so here are the three blushes. They do have the exact same packaging. They just have different names on the back. The first shade we have right here, this is the shade Vogue, and this is actually paired with the Bouquet palette right here. So these two are paired together. This does have a very, very soft pink look to it. Almost a little peachy, but it does have a nice little flower imprint to it as well. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it. It might not be my exact color. It might be too pinky for me. I really like peachy blushes. I don't like too pinky, but that does look a little bit pinky. But here we have this one. The next shade we have is Patelli. I don't know how to say that name. I really don't. But here is the blush itself. Now this definitely has more of a peachy blush for me, and that's the type of peach I like. That's the type of blush I like going for. This is actually paired with the Ornate palette right here. So it's actually paired with this red palette. Let me go ahead and swatch it again. I really do love the packaging. Super beautiful. Yeah, so this right here, this has more of a pinky orange, almost on the orange side right there. Super pretty. Last but not least, we do have Chasse, and here we have almost like a pale blush. Almost looks like a pale orange blush right here. Now this is actually paired with the Grandeur palette, and this would be like a blush that I might not gravitate to that often because it looks almost like it literally just like blends into my skin right there. Definitely more of a flesh color blush for sure. This is something you just want to have just the tiniest bit of color onto your cheeks. This is what you go for. Now the blushes do retail for $10 a piece. So then we have the lip glosses right here. Now once again, these are all paired off into what they thought would be elegant and what they thought would be best matched together. So the lip glosses are $8 a piece individually, or you can purchase them together for $15. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch these for you guys. Okay, so I don't know why I keep calling this a lip gloss set, because I'm just so used to these being lip glosses. It's actually gonna be a Luxe Velvet Liquid Lip followed by a Luxe Gloss right on top. So this set right here, this set right here is called the Splendor Set. Now this is paired with the Grandeur Eyeshadow Palette. And the shades that we have are gonna be the shade Renaissance right here and Ingenie. This is it right here. Now these are definitely supposed to complement each other, definitely supposed to complement the Grandeur Eyeshadow Palette as well. But here we have this set right here. I do want to apologize now if this is a very, very long review. I'm trying to be as thorough as possible and go over like every bit of option. Okay, so here we have the Contessa Lip set right here. Now this is the Patelli Liquid Lip followed by the Panche Lip Gloss. If I'm pronouncing these wrong, I do apologize. They're using some fancy dancy names that I'm like I don't know those names, so I'm not even gonna try to pretend, but they do pair it up with the Bouquet eyeshadow palette right here. Very beautiful. They do have a really soft, sweet smell to it. I can't really pinpoint the smell, but it's very soft, subtle, not too overwhelming, but it does still smell pleasant all around. Okay, so I don't know what happened to this, but in the middle of me like putting this on my hand, it like broke. I don't know what happened, but like all the gloss is like stuck to this, and I could push it off, but it's like stuck to the brush handle and it just won't let me close it down all the way. Like, I don't know what happened, but this is the Elegante palette. Great swatch. We do have the La Abergee Velvet Luxe Velvet, and then we do have the Lust Gloss right here. This is the Lust Gloss. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't know what happened. It looks like it just kind of broke, even though I don't see anything in here. The container actually does look empty, and if something fell off inside, I can't really tell, but the container actually looks like super empty because it looks like it's all right here on this. So I don't know what happened, but it won't let me close it in the slightest. So there is that. This is the second time this week that I actually have ordered something from Colourpop and something's come in broken. I know you guys said I should reach out to Colourpop, but I'm one of those people that feels extremely guilty to ever do that. Like, I'm the type of person, like, whenever I have something wrong with my food at the table, I'll never say it because, like, I just feel really bad saying it. Even though I'm a paying customer, I should say something I know, but I just, like, what do I say? Hey, this one lip gloss is broken. Like, I don't know how to say that. So I don't know what to do to fix this. I don't know what to do. I swear to God, there's something in here. Let me see. Yeah, look, it's like empty. Do you guys see that? It's empty. Okay, well, see, this is why we're doing a really thorough in-depth review, because everything's on here and it's just getting messier the more I mess with it. So we're gonna set this one aside, but this is supposed to be paired, I think, with the Ornate Palette, the red palette right here. But that is everything in this entire collection. So I've already showed you guys the two eye looks that I did with the Ornate palette and with the Bouquet palette right here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. We're gonna show you guys a look with the Grandeur palette. I'm gonna put on one of the blushes, one of the lip sets, and yeah, I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this entire collection. I cannot believe that that is the second broken item that I got this week from Colourpop. That's sad. That's really, really sad. Okay, so the first shade we're gonna go into is the shade Dusk right here. We're gonna take it on my blinged E6 brush right here. We're gonna put that into the crease. I don't know why, but I've been really, really into halo eyes lately. I don't know what it is. I just think that they're so freaking beautiful. So we're gonna start to just push that right here into my inner corner, my crease right here, and then we're gonna end up buffing that out. Yeah, that's the second time this week that I have gotten a broken item from Colourpop. The first one was my child palette. The collaboration with Star Wars. I just got that in. I did a review this past Saturday, and one of the shades when I was in the middle of filming completely just like fell out of the pan. And you guys were like so sweet saying reach out to Colourpop. And I'm like, I can't. I don't know how. I just feel so weird doing that. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could, but like, I feel like sometimes it's just not worth it. Like that lip gloss right there coming in broken, it's really not that big of a deal to me because at the end of the day, I have so many lip glosses that it just wouldn't really make much of a difference if I say something or not. Because at the end of the day, I have, like I said, so many lip glosses that I feel like one is not going to make too much of a difference if I don't have the full thing. So we'll use what we can. I'll leave it sitting up on my desk. I just won't be able to close it all the way, and that's okay. I do want to let you guys know this palette right here has a lot of fallout. Now, the other two palettes I did play with as well, again, had the same effect, a lot of fallout as well. But I have to say that I love their formulas so much. I don't even care if there's fallout because it's so easy to clean up. But their shadows blend so beautifully. They are so pigmented, and oh my god, I just freaking love Colourpop's formula all together. Like, And that's why, like, when I saw they were announcing like their collaborations with Robert E. Christie, I was like, oh my god, about damn time! Oh my god, and it screams Robert E. Christie. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. You guys have no idea how I'm excited. It's gonna be launching this Thursday at 10 p.m. PST. So for us here in the East Coast, it's gonna be this Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be right there on the computer going, you know, like, oh my god, I cannot wait. And you guys are so sweet. So many of you guys were tagging me in that post of Colourpop, and some of you guys have actually been reaching out and retweeting to Colourpop asking them to put me on their asking them to put me on their PR list. And I cannot thank you guys enough for being so sweet and like wanting to help support me and whatnot. It means the world to me. You guys have no freaking clue how much like that meant to me, to seeing you guys like tagging me, saying that you guys want me to be on the PR list. Like that is so cool, because like sometimes like whenever people get on the PR list, it's like a hit or miss, because like if you're on the PR list, then like people think that you're only giving like a review, a positive review, because you're getting free product. But in my case, you guys know that I'm on PR lists for like Boxy and Ipsy and a few other places, and I've always been very, very honest. Like Glossy Box, for example, I love, like, I think the brand is really sweet. I really do enjoy working with them, but like I've been really honest in my reviews, like, hey, you guys put way too much skincare for the price point that I'm paying for this box. Like, why? And like, no. And you guys really value that, and I can't thank you guys enough for valuing my opinion and respecting the fact that God, my hair looks like fucking crazy shit. How long have I been talking without my face? But I really do appreciate you guys value my opinion, and I just, yeah, it just means a lot. And then you guys were all saying, like, you guys want me to do a collaboration with like Colourpop or like Lamplight and whatnot. Guys, I don't know if I'd ever do a makeup collaboration. One, I'm way too small, way too insignificant, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm not worth it. And that's something that I've lived with my whole life. I've never felt like I was good enough ever on anything I do in life. So if you guys like want me to do something like that, just know, like, I don't know if I ever would. I don't know if I have the guts or the talent. Like, I'm not Robert E. Christie. Like, that is pure talent all wrapped up into one. Beautiful person, heart, soul, everything. I'm gonna go into the shade of Velvet right here. I don't know. I can never say never, but like, I don't know. That's definitely like a really, really scary thought to even think about potentially jumping into one day for sure. Don't know if I can handle that. Also, be scared that no one will even buy it. You know, like I know you guys were all saying, oh, great merch, great merch. I'm like, I'm scared no one will buy it, you know? Like, it always shocks me whenever you guys do use my code on like Glamlight and Bling brushes. Like, it really does shock me whenever you guys use my code, because I'm like, really? You guys use my code? Like, that is just so cool to me. So freaking cool. So now that that color's laid down, I do want to play with this Monaco color, which is like this beautiful, beautiful green with like glitter sparkles to it. It is stunning. So we're going to go into this shade right here, and we're going to put that in the inner corner and the outer corner as well. I have to play with this. I don't even know if this look is going to go well together. I don't even care. I just want to play with it. It looks so pretty. We're going to start to just tap this right all up in this inner corner. Look at the sparkle. Okay, so now that's laid down. We're going to go into the shade Huss right here. Now, I really don't know what inspired this collection. A part of me thinks like a Gossip Girl inspired this. Now, granted, I'm only thinking Gossip Girl because as of lately, I have been rewatching Gossip Girl on Netflix. Now, hear me out before I get judged. The reason I've been rewatching is because there's a fellow YouTuber here on YouTube. I don't don't know why I always say that. But her name is Claire Siobhan. I love her more than anything. I've been following her for years. Her and her fiance Allie. Like I followed them when they were really into Pokemon and whatnot. And she plays a lot of Sims. So she happened to tweet out that she was watching Emily in Paris. And now I have not seen that show. I know it's like a hit show on Netflix. I haven't watched it. I know like the Bella twins talk about it nonstop. They're like obsessed with it. But I just haven't really got into the show. But she tweeted out how, I guess, the main character, that Emily girl, made a reference to Gossip Girl and how she always wanted to be Serena. And Claire is like, I'm a Blair. And I thought about it. I was like, I'm a Blair too. I've always been a fan of Blair Waldorf. So I started to rewatch a show, and needless to say, I can't stop watching it now because it's been so long since I've watched it. I've watched that show so much as a teenager growing up. Oh my God, did I want to be in the Gossip Girl. But anyway, so now I'm like been watching it. This like gives me like an elegant vibe like of that show. Just because it's so elegant and it's so debutante and classy, pinky out. Something I'll never know in life. So yeah, that's what this collection kind of reminds me of just a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna clean up everything. All of this, come back with most of my full face done. We're gonna do the blush and the lips together. And yeah, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so now that my eyes are done, I did go in with my Noella lashes in the style Heather. I went in with my Urban Decay Perversion Black Liner. And then for under the eye, I went in with the shade Mode right here for under the waterline. And then for the inner corner, I actually went in with the JSC Extreme Frost in the shade Shower Ice. I actually am doing a huge Jeffree Star giveaway on my channel. It does close this Thursday, it does close this Thursday, November 12th. And I also have a No Waste Wednesday going on as well that closes this Wednesday, November 11th. So go make sure you guys check this out. I have them linked down below. But I figured we'd do the blush and cover these ugly lips together. So the blush that I actually want to use today, I'm going to do actually this one. I know it's like too pinky, but I'm going to go in with Vogue. I'm going to go very, very light-handed. I think I might actually mix it a little bit with the Patelli. I think I'm going to kind of mix these two shades together. And very lightly, we're just going to very, very lightly. So if it was messed up right here, I just want to apologize. I got mascara all right here on my shadow and I tried to wipe it away and it ended up taking off majority of my shadow right there. So it doesn't look the best, but my bad. I tried to fix it and I made it worse. Sometimes the best thing you can ever do is just leave it alone, and I did not do that in the slightest. I was like, you know, how can I improve this look? Let's mess it up. For lips, we are going to use this gloss right here. This is in the shade La Langrigi. I don't know how to say it at all, but, and we're going to start to just lay that down right here. Beautiful shade. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry down, put on some highlights, and I'll be right back. All right, and this is the final look. So I did go in with the La Lingerie. I don't know how to say this. Very, very comfortable lips. It does sheer out a bit, so you do have to apply multiple layers. But then I also mixed it with the Renaissance gloss right here from the Splendor lip set right here. Now, I did not want to put this one on because this one, like, legit is just completely, like, broken. It is just, like, I don't know what's going on with it at all, but did not really want to mess with that. So what are my thoughts on the Dark Bloom collection? I know this is a really long video, and I do appreciate anybody who stayed to the very end so far, but I will definitely say the packaging on this collection is absolutely beautiful. I really do love the packaging. It definitely has a very elegant feel, very like high society, like high class feel. Is it my style? Not necessarily. It's not my style. I definitely think I should have passed on the Full Bloom collection. I feel like there's some products I'll gravitate to a lot more than others. When it comes to like the palettes, the Ornate palette, though it's very beautiful in concept and design, it definitely has a red theme, and I'm not really into that red shades that often. It's Colourpop's formula, so it is going to work very, very well. You're going to have extremely pigmented mattes and very, very beautiful high shine shimmers that blend very, very easily into each other. It's just not really the palette that I'm going to gravitate to that often compared to the other ones, but it's still really beautiful in and on itself. The Grandeur palette, I definitely thought this was going to be like right up my alley when it comes to color schemes. Like I love like the golds, the greens, and browns. You guys know that those are like my colors. And though this look is pretty, it's definitely not my favorite look that I created today when it came to these palettes. I actually like the other look, which I'll go into in just a minute. But it isn't my favorite look, but it's still a really beautiful palette. I can definitely see myself going time and time again into it. I do wish I didn't put pressed glitter into it because I'm not really a big fan of Colourpop's Pressed Glitter formula. But other than that, it's a very, very beautiful palette. Very neutral. It has little pops of colors. Great for anybody who loves that style. Now the Bouquet palette, I just think this palette is just so stunning. I actually love all the shades that are in here. I will definitely go back to this palette time and time and time again. I love the look that I created with this. I should have gone with that look today, but I think it's a really, really gorgeous palette. I think if you had to get any one of the three, I definitely recommend getting this one over the other ones for sure. This is like my favorite. For the blushes, I did mix the Patelli. I don't know how to say these names, so weird names. I definitely mixed this and Vogue together. I think it could definitely create a really beautiful combination. One that I'll definitely use again because it has that little bit of pinky, a little bit of peachy vibe. Really living for these two for sure. But I think the Chasse one is one that I'm probably not going to really go for, if at all. So definitely I could have skipped on this. As for the lip kits, I really don't have anything bad to say about the lip kits. I really do like Colourpop's formula. Their Velvet Luxe lip stick, it's a very unique formula. It's very beautiful. It does feel like a chapstick, but it does have a little bit of a color to it, very sheer, but it does, whenever you apply multiple times, it can build up. Very, very nice. I do love their gloss formula. Is it the best formula gloss? Is it the best formula gloss out there? No. I think the best gloss I've ever experienced is either Fenty Beauty or Lunar Beauty, or like the top two glosses I think I've ever experienced. Has a very soft scent to it, very nice, very comfortable on lips, blends very, very well. But unfortunately, I did get a broken shade in here, so I can't really use it but I do think that these are like a cute little packaging. 15 for two, you really can't beat the price. $10 for the blush, 14 for the palettes, and you start combining it each way, the prices do vary. But overall, I do think I could have just gone for just one collection and be really satisfied. I think if I were to go for anything, I should have just gone for the Bouquet collection. I think I've been very, very satisfied with that. I mean, at the end of the day, I am a makeup enthusiast and I do love Colourpop so much. So like, I'm glad as like a inner hoarder that I have this so that I could add it to my collection, because I just love anything Colourpop, and the scheme and the color scheme and the packaging. It's just top notch. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't get half the names. Don't understand even how to say half the names. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I do think you can pass on the full collection. But if you want to pick up anything, I will link them all down below, because all the items are still available individually. Some packets or combos are not, some are. It just depends. But I do think it's a pretty collection overall. So yeah, this is a very, very long review, and I do apologize for having such a long review. I just wanted to be as in-depth as possible because I literally got the entire collection, so I want to utilize every single bit of it that I could. And hopefully you guys like this video, and yeah, if you guys do, please make sure you guys give if you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post every day, every other day, just depending. Also, make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's called R for Life, that you guys can see my cool, wonderful adventures with amazing fiance Corey. And as always, guys, I just want to thank you guys for all your love support. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye!